Hi everyone, I'm GREYMOND. Today I wanted to talk to you about a slightly different topic that is very important when you are going through OCD. And as you start to get into OCD recovery, this is something you really have to look at in your life. What I'm talking about is when you are going through OCD, and this is everybody, it doesn't matter what kind of theme you have, a lot of the time it's easy to let things go that you may not maybe should not be letting go. So if somebody mistreats you, if there's some things that you need to take care of, there is important tasks, important situations, you know, a lot of the times when you have OCD and you just can't handle anymore, it's easy to let this situation go, right? But you have to see it from a position of situations pile up, especially situations that you don't address at the time that you need to address. So if you're not addressing the tasks that you need to do, those tasks will add up. If you're not addressing important situations, they will become more important as you go. So it is very important for you to start, as you are going through recovery, also start taking a look at your life, a serious look, especially if you had OCD for a long time, and see what is okay with you and what is not. I see this all the time with clients, that in addition to working through OCD and going through OCD recovery, we have to also take a look at the person's life in general and kind of take back what was lost, so to speak, or what was forgotten, and it is extremely important. In a sense, you are rebuilding your life, right? When you have OCD, it's kind of like you take a time out, in a sense, from your life because you're so focused on whatever OCD is telling you, and then when you go back to your life and you start to look around and you're like, oh, this is not okay, that is not okay, I would like to change this, and actually pushing through and accomplishing those goals, fixing those situations. Don't let things slide. Take control as much as you possibly can and focus on that. A big part of OCD recovery is to focus away from the OCD. Well, the not big part. This is the part of this is the OCD recovery, is that you're not focusing on the OCD thought. You're focusing on real life, right? So do that. Take a look at your life and see where does your attention really need to be, right? If we forget about the thought for 1 second, what else besides the thought do you need to take care of? And start working on that every single day. You can do, again, you can use that same 5% method, right? Just doing 5% each day and starting to really go for what you want. If you want to say, change careers, change, if you're in school, change majors, um, get a different job, or get into a job, right? Start taking small steps towards it. You don't have to take giant steps, but start doing something, and this will both help you rebuild your life and at the same time will get you away from fixating on OCD thoughts. OCD thoughts will still be there as you're going through recovery, but they will be less because you're focusing on what you are saying to your brain is, these are the more important things. I'm focusing on the more important things. This is what actually matters. And this is the right message to send to your brain. So, it's just step by step, never settling, never saying, well, this is good enough. Because in truth, when a person says this is good enough, it doesn't mean that it's actually good. It just means that it's not terrible, right? And look at how much you've overcome in life, how far you've come in life, dealing with all of this stuff, how much you've endured. Are you really gonna settle for just okay? Are you really gonna, not go for your dreams after fighting so hard to go through, well, if you're in the beginning of the journey, starting to really fight hard, if you're almost done and really, almost completing the process, of the OCD recovery and now you're just gonna settle, If something is important to you, if some principle is important to you, if, getting into a new hobby, a new job, whatever it is, if it's important to you, go for it. If OCD can't stop you, why is this little situation thing, whatever it is, gonna stop you? Or why are you gonna settle for something that's just okay? Choose to go for the best. Choose to view yourself as being worth it. Self-esteem is a huge issue for people dealing with OCD. Not for everybody, but for an overwhelming majority, So start showing your brain that you are now going to function as if you already have better self-esteem, and that will program your brain to view yourself as worth it and to develop self-esteem. Just like you're training your brain with the OCD stuff, you're training your brain in every other area as well. So the more you train your brain that I am worth it, I'm not going to settle, I do want to go for this, I do want to go for that, I do want to change this in my life. Because when you're showing your mind that, you are kind of automatically saying that you're worth it, and that fixes things. I hope you find my videos helpful. If you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, please subscribe. I do videos about OCD every single day. If you would like to do a one-on-one recovery program with me, all the information is on youveocd.com. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.